Hello and welcome to the presentation. I am Ayushman with my colleagues Granit and Martinez. We are going to present briefly for our game for applied software development, RewardRush. This game is an augmented reality game. Just like Pokemon Go, this game is an in-house Pokemon Go for the hospital. The aim of this project arose from the concept that it gets scary for children from all the medical tests and other processes going on in the hospital. So this game will distract them from the normal afraidness and help them get relaxed and calm. The game involves collecting 3D rendered models all over the hospital. The game objects have customized animations and points are scored by tapping on the objects. All sorts of objects are there like animals, birds, crystals. The key features for having an interactive user interface, soothing background music, online leaderboard and the credit scene. Here you can see a high level game design of the game. The game enters with the main menu scene coming up, which has two buttons, play and exit. When you click on play, the game starts. Now the game limit is 10 minutes. You have to roam around the hospital collecting 3D models and such as animals, crystals, gems, birds, interacting with them. And now that will help you to gather points. After the 10-minute limit of the time is over, the username scene appears, which prompts you to enter your name. And when you enter your name, the game about scene appears, which displays your score and your high score. From there, you can go to the credits scene, the leaderboard scene, and the play again button will prompt you to go to the main menu again, where you can start the game again. So now I will present. Now I'll give my partner Granit to describe more about the details and the development of the game.
So this is a diagram of the system architecture design, and as you can see, initially what happens is the user interacts with the main user interface through touchscreen interaction, and the next scene of the game begins. The front end of the scene is managed by Unity, and what happens is the AR camera game object starts the back camera of the device automatically. This prepares the game for receiving image data and displaying the appropriate game objects when a known target image appears. Now when looking at the back end, what happens is the target images stored in the Vuforia database are used as a reference by Unity to display appropriate game objects. There is also an online leaderboard service called Dreamlow, which is used to store the scores of all users of the game. Unity then displays the top 10 scoring users in the leaderboard. So the main technology used was Unity. However, we used other technologies like Adobe Photoshop for designing our UI components and the Vuforia SDK for augmented reality support, as well as Dreamlow for maintaining the scores in an online database. Deployment in Unity is very easy and convenient since it is cross-platform. This makes it possible to upload our game to Google Play Store and the App Store with no difficulty. Now I'll pass on to Martinez, my colleague, to talk about the game and its actual game features in the video.
So now we're going to show a short video of the game. So this is the splash screen main menu. When they're going to press play, we're going to go into the AR mode and start playing the game. This is a short loading screen where it loads all the assets and other vital information for the game. So now we're in the AR mode. So as you can see, we have 10 minutes to do everything, and the objects spawn out of the walls. It looks really immersive. So when a player presses on an object, he gets 1 point. And this is basically the way a user earns his points. And there's also useful hints on the bottom of the screen for people who don't know what to do next. So as you can see, there's a couple of game objects that you can press to get points and a couple that you can't press. So for example, this big white whale is unpressable. It's basically just for decoration purposes and to make the game look better. Now as soon as you point to a mural, for example, like this, you'll see the game object spawn, and after that you can rotate the phone as basically as much as you want, and it's going to stay on screen. Now it's really important to get the image when you're first looking correctly, because otherwise the objects won't spawn. So this is a consideration. Now you only have 10 minutes to score as many points as you can. So for example, in this scene we can see an object that's impossible to press. It's just for decoration basically purposes, and that's a crocodile. So now we're gonna move to the Blue Lagoon area, Now we're gonna see a couple of cacti, which are pressable, so you also get a couple of points there. And kids will basically just explore the hospital and collect the points and basically see who's the best at collecting the points as fast as they can. So as we can see, we get +1 points. This is near the entrance of the Blue Lagoon, and you can collect those fishes there. So this is inside the Blue Lagoon play area, and as you can see, there's a couple of rabbits dancing around. Once you press a gem, you get additional time. So I think it's like about 10-14 seconds. And that way, you can even get more time to play. And when the time is up, you get a timer up screen where you enter your username if you want to, and then it gets uploaded to our high score database, which then displays the scores. So basically, if you press leaderboard now, you will see the leaderboard of the top 10 players. So, and if you have a lower score than you had before, it doesn't replace that. And this is our credit screen, which basically displays everything we've done, everything who's been responsible for everything. So that's about it for the demo. The summary of our achievements. So basically, we've successfully made a fully working version of the game, and it works without any known bugs. We might still find them in the future, but if we do, we'll fix them. There's also a really great interactive and easy to use UI for the user, because we know our users are little kids, so they need something really intuitive and easy to use. The augmented reality as well works very well with the target images in the hospital, and there are enough images to make the game playable. So basically, if you see a pretty picture somewhere and you point your phone at it, there's a high chance that we've made a model for that and it's collectible in game. Also, the game stores data for the user's score locally and in the cloud, so to speak. So basically, kids can see who scored the most and have fun with that. The game is also available on Android, iOS, Windows Phone, basically anything that Unity can export to, it's available on that, even on Windows. The game is also scalable at any resolution, including phones and tablets in both portrait and landscape mode, meaning whichever device the hospital decides to use, it's fine. It will be adapted. It's a really responsive design. And our clients were very pleased with the end result, which is also a really great bonus, as the game is looking great and the clients are very happy with it. So this has been our presentation on our game. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.